Hey there, my geometry friends. I'm at home with a sick kid right now. I figured I'll just teach you from here, I reckon. So go ahead and get out your flip books, pause this if you need to. I'm going to go over them, give you guys my answers, and then I might do a quick review with you guys and let you guys try some problems and get ready for that quiz tomorrow. All right, so the first slide is very, very straightforward. We're looking at, this won't be in perfect order. I'm going to do my best. All right. So properties of parallelograms. I would mark up the picture like that too. That might help you out. Remember with parallelograms, opposite sides are parallel, opposite sides are congruent, opposite angles are congruent, two dashes, and then if I add up these two angles, my little and my big, I get 180 degrees. Okay, nothing too scary there. Also, my diagonals are bisected. They're cut into two equal parts, but they are not congruent. That's only true with rectangles. Get out of here. All right, so let's scroll down. We did not do trapezoids yet. We will do that when we get back from break. All right, so take a look at these parallelograms. Big thing to keep in mind with these, number one question I got asked yesterday was, I gotta use this pen. Let's see how this works. Was how do I find all these angles? Well, remember my alternate interior are congruent, so that'd be 23, and that'd be 43, right? Then how do I find this angle right here? Well, remember, all four of these angles have to have to 180. So to find that one, I would have done 180 minus all these other ones I had. 33 minus 23 minus 43. And that's how I got that BA. Oh, I'm sorry. That would have given me that this right here, ABD, is 61 degrees. Okay? And once you know that's 61, 61 and 33. Did I say 61? Yeah. All right. ADC, I would have done 180 minus the 66 to get, yeah. I don't think these answers are right. Unless it's copied down wrong. Based on this, that would have been 66 degrees. ADC would have been 180 minus 66. Now, if this is printed wrong, then that's fine. That would have been 114 degrees. Yeah, based on this picture, that's what would have been. And this one would have been. And I don't know why I did that. Let's see if I can fix it. All right. Sorry, guys, I just lost everything I did. I hope you're kind of following along. But then ABD should actually not be 61. I got ABD as 81 when I did those subtractions. Because then 81 plus 33 is what, 114? Yeah, these are all off. All right, so I stand by that. Sorry about that. All right, number 2 is done right, though. These angles are not congruent. They add up to 180. All right. Find x, plug it back in, and doing that one relatively quick. I'm using different software than I used to. All right, let's go to rectangles. Rectangles, opposite sides are parallel, opposite sides congruent, opposite angles congruent to 90. Actually, you could even write that down to help you out. The opposite angles are, all the angles are 90 degrees, right? They're all right angles, and my diagonals are congruent, okay? Do you guys want to do the rectangle questions? So here's the rectangle questions. Now, big thing about these, remember, if this is 61, all of these angles are 61 degrees. Every single one of these is 61. And if this is 29, all of these little angles are 29. All right, so that will help us with the angles. Do 180 minus those to get these in the middle. And then remember for sides, my opposite ones are congruent. Okay, and if that's 20, all these pieces are 20, right? Every single piece is 20. All right? All right. All right. On this one, my alternate interior are congruent. Solve, plug in, and when you plug it into this, you don't get QPT, you get this angle, but then you have to do 90 minus it to get 59, because this side was, why is it doing this? Stop! Whoa. Because that angle was, that's 59, 31, and then 90 minus 31 gives me the actual angle of 59 degrees. All right. All right, rhombus have these properties. Nothing too scary. Now this one, we have right angles in the middle. We have all our sides are congruent. And our angles up here are bisected. I don't know if I want to use this again. It gets scary. So like all these angles are congruent, right? Why you do this, drawing tool? Jiminy Cricket, stop! Oh, if it double clicks. All right. No. Oh, geez. What a video. All right. You guys having fun yet? Me too. That's what happens when I'm not using my computer. All right. So let's see some rhombus problems. All right. Here's this one. Biggest thing on this one, right, don't double click, Mr. Tool here, is that we would have to use Pythagorean theorem to find this missing side of 17. Okay, so that's how they got that. Pythagorean theorem, x squared plus 21 squared equals 27 squared. If that's 51, this is 51, this is 51. All right, I might be done with this soon. These are all 51. And then I do 180 minus 51 minus 90 to get this over here. Sorry for this wild zooming in and out. I don't know how to fix it. All right, number 6. If that's a rhombus, those two angles are congruent. Set them equal. Solve for x. Plug it. Now to get FGE. All right, let's try this again. I would plug in x into these, right? And when you plug in your 14, you get 5 times 14 is 70 minus that 63, right? If that piece is 63, then this whole thing is 126, right? So I do 126 minus 180 to get this over here is 54. And I cut that in half to get that 27. Okay? All right, this was tricky. The quiz, I'm going to be a little bit more straightforward if you guys are okay with that. Oops. And then squares. Oop. Squares have all the properties. Squares, at least, are probably one of the more straightforward ones. All right, so let's do square props. Here they are. So this one we have all the work. Or 7 and 8. You got to use Pythagorean theorem with those 8s, because remember that this angle right here, these are 90s, to find the side of my square. And once I get that, all my sides are congruent. And over here, I'm looking at that giant triangle. I don't know if I gave you any of those. All right, let's try this out. Right? I'm looking at this triangle, and that's a 21 by 21 to get my diagonal. My diagonals are congruent. Okay? Do your best. If you have questions, I can answer them tomorrow before the quiz as well. All right? All right. Get out of here. All right, guys. We're going to play bingo. What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to give you a problem. Do it on a line sheet of paper, pause the video, and then you can play the video and see if you got right. So what I'm going to do is make sure when I get back, I can see that you guys had some work, a line sheet of paper. Sound good? All right, here's the first one. Again, pause the video, give it a try. And then when a lot of people get done, let's see the answer. So you're just finding x. And 3, 2, 1. 9. You got 9, give yourself a pat in the back. You set those two equal to each other. Solve. All right, green. All right, P, Q, S is 49 degrees. Find Q, R, S. All right, pause it. Play the video again. Here we go. It's the answer in 3, 2, 1, go. 82. So if that's 49, that one's 49. So the whole thing is 98. So I did 180 minus 98 to find that angle. All right, next one. All right, we got a rectangle. KM equals that, LN equals that. Find X. Pause it, do it, see how it goes. And the answer is 8.5. LN and KM are equal, so you just set those two equations equal to each other. All right, that's a square. RU is 15. Find RT. Go. And the answer is 21.2. You would have done 15 squared plus 15 squared equals x squared. All right? Because this is one big right triangle right there. All right, try this one. Has a rhombus, and BF is 10, and CF is 7. Find BC. Pause it, and we go in 3, 2, 1. 12.2. This right here, that thing right there that I'm circling with my mouse is a right triangle. So you do 7 squared plus 10 squared equals BC squared. All right. Here we go. Pause it, try it, see if you get right. The answer is 79 degrees. Set those two equal to each other. Find x, which I think is 38. and you plug it back in to get your angle of 79 degrees. Skip. All right, if KJL is 34 degrees, find JKL. All right, pause it, do it, and the answer is 112. If this little piece is 34, then that piece is 34. All right, I'm going to try this. It's going to go poorly, but I'm going to try it. All right, so why? All right, so 34 and 34. So this whole thing, 68, right? So that means JKL is 180 minus 68. I did it. All right, let's try next one. Nope, don't have to. Here we go. We just did one like that. All right, there we go. It's a rectangle. PQS is 67. Find QSP. All right, pause it, do it, and the answer is 23. They add up to 90. So I did 90 minus 67 to get 23. Nope, I'm not going to give you one like that in the quiz. Nope. All right, this is a good one. It's a rectangle. KLJ is x minus 9, and MLJ is 3x minus 9. Find x. Here you go. And the answer is 27. These two ain't. All right, I'm going to try it. Let's see how it goes. KLJ and MLJ add up to 90 because it's a rectangle. All right. Nope, not doing a perimeter one. Here you go. If it's a parallelogram and B equals 7x and ED equals 9x minus 8, find BD. All right. And the answer is 56. Remember BE and ED are congruent. So you set those equal to each other and you solve it. And I think you get x equals 4. Whatever. X equals 4. And then you take that 4 and you plug it in. But they weren't working for half. They're looking for the whole thing. So you plug it in, you get 28, and then you double it. All right. Nope, not doing perimeter ones today. Nope. Yep. All right, so 3, 2, 1, here's the answer. So those are my diagonals. So I set these equations equal to each other. And when I find my x, which I believe is 20, it's 20, I plug it back in and get 26. But now W is only half of that, so that's how I get 13. Oh, answer coming in 3, 2, 1. And the answer is 45. BAC is 45 degrees right there. Always in a square, right? It's half of 90. Here you go. Good parallelogram. Find S. And the answer is 126. These two add up to 180. Find your X, and then you plug it back into the S equation. Nope. All right. And pause it, do it. And the answer is 48. So for this one, what I did is I set these equal to each other again because they're diagonals bisected, and I got X's something. And then I plugged my X back in and got HK. Well, I plugged it into J and I doubled it because it's half the size. Same, oh, pause it, do it. Same with this one. My diagonals are congruent. So I set those equal to find X, plug it in and get 21, double it to get 42. Yeah, I'm not doing that. All right. So again, please bring in questions. I can answer before the quiz. And have a good day. All right, guys. Hopefully this is kind of helpful. Uh-oh, why am I still in drawing? Too many